Am I right in saying that you once actually wrote a single, though, for Michael Jackson? Did anything come of that?
Well, he asked me and will.i.am to write some ideas for him.
John Legend.
Hello.
It's so nice to actually chat to you, because last time we spoke, it was lockdown and you were at home and I was at home.
Yes, and now we're here live and in person.
But you're here. We're going to talk about, you've got a new album, you've got a new single. It's all back to normal.
Yes.
All She Wanna Do. Such a brilliant single. I love it.
Thank you. It's just been so fun making the song, playing the song live, which we've been doing for the last few months, and then now finally seeing the song out in the world and seeing so many people enjoying it. It's been so much fun.
Yeah, it's definitely the kind of song, if you're out and about and you're at a party and you see someone you fancy, you are beelining towards them singing it.
Yes, and it just lifts the mood and makes the room feel good.
Yeah. I hear that you were going for a kind of Michael Jackson vibe / Whitney Houston, I Want to Dance with Somebody, which is good because it's one of my favorite tracks ever.
Yeah, it always, when we started working on it, it reminded me of like a late 70s, early to mid 80s kind of track, kind of R&B pop. And I was thinking about Prince, I was thinking about Michael Jackson, Whitney, and what we made was kind of a mix of all that. I threw a little David Bowie energy in there too with the guitar part. And that's what we were going for.
I love that. Are you quite inspired by all kind of like the old school 70s, 80s musicians?
Well, I've definitely been more into the 70s throughout my life. And so this album, I think, still has a lot of 70s soul influence, a little bit of 60s too. But we leaned into the late 70s, early 80s too, just a little bit.
Yeah, but that's a good sound. I mean, look at Stranger Things. It's bringing that era back.
Oh, yes, indeed. It's kind of cool seeing these songs being brought back. These artists that, made this music 40 years ago, 50 years ago, and having it come back.
Yeah, absolutely. Am I right in saying that you once actually wrote a single, though, for Michael Jackson? Did anything come of that?
Well, he asked me and will.i.am to write some ideas for him. And we were writing ideas, but he never made an album after that, so it never kind of saw the light of day.
Oh, that's a shame. I mean, how good's that? You, MJ, will.i.am. I mean, that's pretty good.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. I've written quite a bit with will.i.am, so that was the reason why he thought it'd be cool for us to do it together. And we wrote Ordinary People together. We wrote She Don't Have to Know for my first album. We wrote Save Room and a bunch of other songs together. And so we had quite a rapport working together. And that was one of the things we tried to take on.
I guess every artist has their own way, their own process when it comes to writing. I mean, what do you do? Do you go on holiday, sit in a room and just write until you've got an album? Or do you just do it like a 9 to 5 job?
I do it more like a job. I go to my studio, which is about 15 minutes from my house. And I spend, most of the day there and try to come up with something new. So I treat it like a job, a day job. I want to see my kids in the morning and at night before they go to bed. And so I try to squeeze in my writing while they're at school and be home by dinner time.
But are there ever any days where you're just sitting, looking at the wall going, can't think of anything?
Not really. I don't get writer's block very much, also because I collaborate a lot. So even if I don't have something right off the top of my head, there's usually another person or two in the room. So between the 2 or 3 of us, we usually have something to say.
Okay, well, good. Well, we've got another album. We've got your 8th album now. And hang on, let me get this. Your other albums, Get Lifted, Once Again, Evolva, Love in the Future, Darkness and Light, A Legendary Christmas, Bigger Love. This time, Legend. Now, it's taken you a while just to go, let's use my name. Did you not think of another name? Is that what it was?
No, I had a few other ideas, but I just loved the idea of making a statement and just saying, Legend, this is me, this is who I am, and I'm embracing this name. And this album is an expression of my influences, my artistry, who I am. And here it is. It's Legend.
Oh, well, it's good.
And I figured since it's a double album, it's kind of like a statement album. Let's make a statement with the name too.
Yeah. Do you find that albums are like chapters in your life? So you look back and you go, that was the single years. This is the baby years.
Yeah. I remember, the stories that go into those albums, the era that they represent in my life. And I think that's kind of a good way of remembering my past, is thinking of them as different album eras.
Yeah. 2022, from the outside, John, it looks like it's a pretty good year. Residency, new album, all the
Baby on the way.
Baby on the way. Congratulations.
Yeah, things are good. I'm having a great time. I love being out performing again. We hadn't performed in public for nearly 2 years. We started touring in August of last year, so that was the first time I'd been on the road in about 2 years. And I feel good. I love making music. I love putting out new music. I love performing live. And I get to do all of that this year.
Yeah.
And I got to bring my family with me. We brought them on the European tour all summer. And it's been a lot of fun.
When you say European tour, does that include a mass holiday in Italy then?
Well, no, that was separate. So we did a little over a month in Europe, including the UK, in late June through late July. And then I had to go back home and do some things for The Voice. And then we came back to Europe and did our holiday in Italy for the last 2 weeks.
What is it about Italy that you love so much? Because everyone loves Italy. In America, they're just all flocking over to go on holiday.
Yes, well, we love it. We got married there. We fell in love there. We've had some magical moments there. And so we just keep taking our family back because we have such a good time. What's not to like? The food is amazing. The land and the landscape is amazing. The people are wonderful. We have a great time in Italy.
I mean, it is gorgeous. You got married there, as you said.
Yes, at Lake Como.
All of Me, obviously.
Yes, we shot the video right there the week we got married.
I mean, is that true? Did you perform it at your wedding as well?
I sang it. That was the first time I sang it live for anyone. Was at my wedding.
I mean, you're a romantic, aren't you?
Sometimes, yes.
Yeah, okay. Is that that has to be up there as one of the most romantic things you've got to have done?
Yeah, it's right up there. Probably the most. I try to, come through when big anniversaries or birthdays happen. I try to put a lot of thought into it and do something really nice. I'm planning something for our anniversary, which is next week.
How many years is that?
9 years.
Ooh.
And then we're going to do something really big for 10, I think.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah.
Very good. Okay, so 9 years next. That's impressive. 10 years I was in COVID. We had dinner in the house. That was about as romantic as it got.
COVID messed up a lot of celebrations.
Just looking at the pictures of your gorgeous little your children at the moment. Miles is an absolute mini you.
He's me.
He absolutely.
I can't deny him.
Has he started singing yet?
No, I think Luna really likes to sing more than he does. But they both like music a lot. They like to dance a lot. They love coming to my shows. And they love music.
They do. How's Chrissy feeling with the new baby on the way?
She's feeling good so far. It's been a relatively event-free pregnancy. And she's handling it quite well.
Oh, brilliant. Now, listen, you're back here at the Royal Albert Hall next year, April. Great gig. What can your fans look forward to?
Oh, it's going to be so much fun. By that point, Legend will have been out for quite a while, so we'll do some songs from that album. But of course, we'll go through my entire repertoire and just celebrate. It's always good to be back at Royal Albert Hall. It's been one of those places that's been iconic in my career. And of course, it's an iconic venue in itself. So many of our greatest artists in music history have performed there. And I'm always honored to play there.
Yeah. And in the meantime, back to Vegas. Vegas, look, I've been there for work and for holiday.
You've got to come see my show.
Well, I would love to come and see
October.
Your show. October? Are you not sold out like years in advance?
No. Well, they always have tickets that sell the day of because it's Vegas. And a lot of people are making more like, last minute decisions to come to Vegas. So there's always a stash of tickets available. And you've got connections.
I need to work on those connections and get out there.
We'll make sure you're good.
Okay. Well, look, John, it's been a joy to chat to you. Good luck with the album. Good luck with the single. Good luck with the baby.
Thank you.
And if not before, if not in Vegas, I'd like to see you next April when you're back here.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Thank you.